Hello, everybody! Markiplier here with another episode of My Friends List. I don't know where I was going with this joke. Also, let me just... Oh. Oh my, someone beat me to saying hi. Oh well. Like, by a year. Oh well. It's time for Hiveswap Friendsim, Volume 15 of Affection, Unwanted or Untrue. This is about the part where it gets mostly blind. Walking! You sure are doing a lot. You sure are doing a lot of it recently. Back on Earth, you never got near this amount of exercise. You're gonna be so in shape when this is over. Provided you still have all your bones attached and your bones uncrushed. You'd probably come up with a safer way to travel, a taxi or some sort of bus system, but you don't have any money and you can't read signs. Also, you are routinely covered in blood and bruises. So, walking it is. Tired as you are, your feet still carry you forward. Carry you toward friendship. Alright, so when I said I did half of this volume recently, and then everything past that half of the volume was I haven't done in over a year. This is a half of the volume I did, and he is terrible. Zebruh is a prick. He's the one troll I legitimately hate. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Zebruh Kodak. Wait a second. Kodak? I don't... Where do I get his last name? Okay, this joke is spilling quickly. Your stroll takes you into a nice part of town that seems to have a larger, more McMansion-style hives. Based on your past experience on Alternia, you're not quite certain that upper-class enclaves equal safety for you, but you might as well explore. You never know where you'll find your next friend. The power of positive thinking must be on your side, because someone emerges out of the shadows of these sprawling suburbs. This song. I know this song. Hold on. Song would be on the bottom, right? Where is he? I don't... Why is he not credited here? Oh yeah, because I was looking in the wrong place, okay. I don't... Come on, where is it? Aha! Hollow Suit on the Midnight Crew album. I could, you know what?
Hello, colliding trucks.
I'm gonna show this on the Homestuck video tomorrow, but, I just want to show. They completely fucked over the albums. More coming tomorrow if you watch my Homestuck reading. Oh, hello there. I don't believe we've met. I'm sure I would have remembered someone with such unique looks. You don't know where you are, do you? By this point in your time on Alternia, you don't know if it's wise to admit that you're lost and naive to the ways of the world, but you don't know what you could say to try and convince this guy that you got any kind of street smarts. You nod your head reluctantly, but he actually looks more interested in you after the confirmation that you're new to the neighborhood. Have you perhaps found someone who liked you for your vulnerability and naivety? That would be fantastic luck. It's a good thing I found you. Not everyone is as respectful of lowbloods as I am. Okay, oh, but I shouldn't make assumptions just because you're not much to look at. My bad. I don't mean to be forward, but you're just so interesting. Mind if I ask what color your blood is? You hesitate. While you're still terrifyingly ignorant of the intricacies of Alternian society, you're starting to feel terrifyingly informed about the role that blood color plays in this world. And you manage to gather by now that plain old human red isn't considered one of the better colors to have. What do you do? Lie and say you have a high blood color. Oh, really? It's not that I don't want to be friends with other high bloods, but I'm a busy troll, you understand? So I only befriend folks that I might, want to vote a quadrant with someday. Besides, high bloods just don't need as much hope in our unjust society. Stay awakened. He pumps his fist in the air, and you immediately copy him, but the gesture doesn't seem to be enough to change his mind about you not being oppressed enough for his taste. So, I just don't think it's going to work out between us. Out of his league, game over. Oh my. Nah. Okay, going to already pause to get a drink. Oh, you don't think I'm impressed enough for you, you little high blood shit? I will literally drain out all my blood and replace it with the most putrid color imaginable. How's that for impressed? Tell the truth. Red, huh? Wow, that's so unique. I've always liked the color red. I don't think I've ever filled a quadrant with a red blood before. I don't think I've ever made friends with a red blood before. You don't know what quadrant is or what it means to fill one. Given your experience on this planet so far, you're nervous that it could mean something violent. But you don't want to further expose your ignorance, so you just say that you're as excited for this friendship as he is. Here you come. You come on strong. Nice. You need a place to stay for the day, right? I can help you out with that. I've got plenty of spare room for guests in my hive. Because I believe it's important to help out the undeserved members of the community when you can. My hive is this way. Shall we? You follow him down the street. You guess it must qualify as a nice night because you see a lot of other trolls walking around here too. Most of them are dressed as nice as zebruh, and you see a few shabbier looking trolls that must be lowbloods walking as highbloods. Today is actually Flesh Reformation Day, so you'll see a lot of trolls taking their mate sprints out to celebrate. Lucky for you, my flesh quadrant is currently empty, so I'm all yours tonight. That sounds a little weird. It doesn't need to be all yours, you assure him. You're an easygoing individual who's happy to share their friends with plenty of other friends. Sure, sharing can be a good time if you're into that. I could be, speaking personally. Like, maybe with two lowbloods, but not in an objectifying way. Everyone involved has got to respect each other, you know? Wow, what? You have no idea how your innocent comment about friendship got taken to this particular place. We're going to die. We are definitely, positively going to die. You decide that maybe the best thing to say here is nothing, because who knows how he might misinterpret you next. Huh, looks like there are a lot of high-blood, low-blood couples out tonight for the holiday. Pretty unusual to see in this neighborhood, to be honest. It's sad, but most of these lowbloods are probably with their mates first because it's socially advantageous. Pretty shitty of the highbloods to take advantage of that, but not everyone is as socially conscious as I am. I think it's super terrible when highbloods don't treat their lowblood mate sprints like the queens that they are. You look around at all the other couples. The class divide is pretty noticeable, and some of the high-blood trolls have scornful looks on their faces when talking to their low-blood dates. One troll dressed in cerulean is making her shabbily dressed mate spirit kneel down so he can give her a ride on his shoulders. It could maybe be a cute coupley thing, you guess, except she's sure laughing a lot and has the heel of her boot pressing into the back of his neck. You don't want to speculate about what people might be into, but it does seem kind of humiliating. Zebra sees where you're looking and shudders theatrically. That's a beautiful face. Right there. I don't know why, but this is suddenly reminding me of an old movie I watched when I was young. I think something from it became a meme, so if I pull it out...
Hello, colliding trucks.
How do I mute that notification? How can I get you to shut up? I have no idea. How? How can I get you to shut up? Oh god, I messed up everything. Okay, I'm gonna mess with that later. Anyway, where were we? I forgot. Oh. I forgot what movie it reminded me of. In the process of waving his arms around in disgust, he slipped an arm over your shoulders. I'm so sorry, you shouldn't have to see something like that. You're trying to think of a tactful and friendly way to move away from his arm around your shoulders when you arrive at what must be his hive. It's the biggest and most McManson-y hive on the block, and when he stops in front of it, he lets go of you to gesture proudly at his sprawling home. Welcome to my humble abode. I just feel grateful, you know, to be able to share my pause. My cat has been fed. She's a good cat. Anyway, I just feel grateful, you know, to be able to share my wealth with those less fortunate. Oh my god, he has no legs! He's just floating there. And that's why it's called zebra. When you walk inside the front door, you're greeted by a very distinguished looking white zebra. It has normal zebra markings all over its body, except for around its neck, where the gray tie zags have formed a shape that looks like a bow tie, almost like it's wearing a suit. You don't know how its zebra face is managing to radiate pure disdain when it looks at you, but that is unquestionably the energy you're getting. Don't mind my Lucius, he's kinda socially old-fashioned. But he lets me keep lowbloods around the hive to help out and stuff, so he's not all bad. Let me give you the grand tour. A zebra takes you through the spacious hive. You can see other trolls in several of the rooms. Most of them aren't wearing clothes as nice as zebras. You're guessing these are the lowbloods he just mentioned? They seem to all be doing chores, sweeping, cooking, exchanging green slime in troll-sized bathtubs for other possibly fresher green slime. Each of them glances up at you and Zebra when you pass by, then each deferentially away. The Zebra Lucius is following you, and every time you exit a room it pauses in the doorway to whinny out what could be orders, or possibly he's just berating them. You arrive at an empty ballroom-looking space upstairs, where several low-blood trolls are hard at work cleaning up the remains of what must have been quite a party. Zebra seems to notice you, noticing how all the trolls in here are scrubbing the floor and how they are all avoiding your eyes. See? I told you I've taken plenty of guests. I believe it's important to promote diversity, you know? So that's why you don't see other indigo bloods here. Looks like all the guests are busy today. Well, an important part of communal living involves contributing your labor when it's necessary, right guys? A few lowbloods mutter an affirmation, while others just put their sponges and mops down to prostrate their whole bodies on the floor. Zebra looks a little uncomfortable with the bowing, but not that uncomfortable. Whoa. Okay, where was I? He doesn't introduce you to any of them. They don't all realize yet that my hive is a sanctuary from the harsh injustices of the outside world. Anyway, enough about my low blood guests. Let's take care of you, shall we? My grandma is yelling at the TV because of football. Fun. Not really. Perhaps his Lucis has had enough of tolerating your presence because it takes the opportunity. Oh my. All these interruptions. Why? Because it takes the opportunity to stop following you and go huff at more of Zebrah's guests. Now, for the better or worse, you are alone and Zebruh has turned all of his attention on you. His smile seems very friendly. You want to see it as friendly. The night is still young. I'm happy to do whatever you want to do. If you feel like going out in the town to celebrate Slush Formation Day, I have lots of other friends I can introduce you to. Help you meet the right kind of culture, you know? Or, if you're tired, I can show you to your guest room now and we can have a nice night in. Go out or stay in? If I remember right, these do the opposite of what you want. Well, I like to stay in, so let's go out. You're not crazy about the idea of being alone with this guy for the rest of the night. Plus, if he's as popular as he says he is, that means more potential friends for you to meet. You tell him that you're interested in going out. Cool, it sounds like a great time. I'll just go get ready. Actually, I think I'm more in the mood for a nice quiet night in. Maybe television streaming service and lower the temperature if that's cool with you. Boy. If that has the same connotations as it does on Earth, it's not cool with you. You stumble through expressing some misgivings, but he talks over you. Great! Sounds like we both feel like staying in tonight. Prick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm psyched to stay in and have you all to myself. I just want you to feel comfortable whatever we choose to do. You're not sure why he asked what you wanted to do since your preferences don't seem to matter much. Oh, frick. Blah. My Lucis and my guests have probably prepared a delicious meal for you by now, but let's finish the tour first. I assume you want to see my room. What does that have to do with Black Rom? That has nothing to do with Black Rom romance. You tell him, sure, bedrooms are a great way for people to express their personalities, and as his friend, you're interested in getting to know him better. He doesn't seem to have heard part of that sentence, but it's okay. Hopefully he got the gist. When you get to his enormous room, it's decorated with posters of musicians on the wall and what seem to be social justice slogans. We don't even get to see it. One symbol has what's even around here? That looks like a bowling ball. That's a bow tie. Leaves. Leaves, rocks, some sort of crystal. Wonder where those pictures are. Probably, they seem to be like a purple bloods. Na 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 na. One poster has a symbol with clawed hands in several different colors coming together to hold a trident, with the word unity underneath it. Another poster features a rainbow of colors ranging from rust to olive green that proclaims him to be a low-blood ally. The other two low-blood servants are in here, one of them standing on a stepladder to dust some high shelves while the other crawls around on the floor, scrubbing and picking up wrappers that Zebruh seems to have just littered there. Pretty sweet place, right? You look confused by the posters. Your music taste probably isn't refined enough to have heard of my favorite bands. I only listen to subversive musicians that speak truth to power. Luckily, You have me to teach you how to confront your privilege and support marginalized artists. Also, did you notice my rad pile? It's a perfect sum for filling gems with your moirail. He winks at you. You don't know what a moirail is or what he means by filling gem, which sounds like in theory it could be a nice thing, but maybe not given the sleazy way he says it. Feeling gem is a really nice thing. When we get to, if you, okay, I'm just gonna assume anyone that's watching this has seen Homestuck, at least in some capacity. Because this is all basically Homestuck based, so I'm not gonna explain quadrants, not gonna explain extra things. Oh god, what did I just do? Wait. Frick. Oh god, okay. So now I have it. Bleh. Alright, here we are. You tell him that it looks like a very nice pile of things. You spot a couple pillows with looks like a puppet with a disturbingly not long nose. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hello, colliding trucks.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god. Why would you do this? Why is that there? Why? Why the hell would that be there? Why in sweet heck would that be there? Some random bow ties, a few horseshoes. You look intrigued while I lie down on it for a second. We don't have to do anything, but sometimes it can be nice to just, you know, pacify each other a bit. He sprawls on the pile in what he probably thinks is an enticing way. Like he wants you to draw him like one of your French girls. You turn away to try and hide the disturbed expression on your face, because turning down his advantage probably isn't the best way to secure his friendship. As your eyes cast about the rest of the room, you notice that the low-blood servant scrubbing the floor is having a coughing fit. You can tell that she's trying to cough unobtrusively, but seems like she's hacking her lungs up with each big cough racking her whole body and making her shoulders shake. Concerned, you crouch down by her side. She jumps when you notice your concern and mumbles that she's fine and that you don't need to worry. But she doesn't look fine. Now that you're getting a closer look, you can tell that she seems to be underfed and exhausted, with sickly shadows on her face and scraped up knees and elbows. Oh my god, another interruption. I'm gonna guess as soon as I finish with this route, the interruptions will stop, because Zebra is cursed. Zebra is extremely cursed. She looks bad, and you know bad considering how much of your time you've recently spent stumbling around with various excruciating injuries. He mentions to Zebra that his guest is not looking so good. He frowns, getting up from his pile of stuff to come investigate, blinking down at you in confusion and not sparing a glance for the low blood. What? What are you even talking about? The servant tries to go back to her scrubbing, but she struggles with coughing and scrubbing simultaneously. It's hard for you to watch. Surely she would feel better if she took a break and ate or drank something. You asked Zebra about that hot meal he said was being cooked for you. Maybe you could give some of it to this poor sick troll. Ah, jeez, you're making me look bad. There's no way a guest in my house could be going hungry. I respect the lowbloods and do everything in my power to take care of them. What, do you think you're a better ally than I am? Considering your status, or lack thereof, on this planet, you're not sure you count as an ally so much as a member of the oppressed underclass, but you let that slide. You hasten to explain that you didn't mean to criticize him, and you're sure he's doing a fine job at being an ally to lowbloods. Yeah, well, it's not easy. Whatever. Maybe we should go eat now. I don't feel like having a feelings jam anymore. He turns and leaves the room without showing any sign that he'll do something for the sick lowblood. You mouth an apology to her behind his back, and she just gives you a tired wave and goes back to scrubbing. Zebra leads you downstairs to the dining room, where Lucius is supervising a team of lowbloods, setting the table with what looks like a 4-course meal. The look on Luce's On the looses is on the, bleh, the look on the looses is huh. I don't think that's proper grammar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not proper grammar. Hold on. How
Hello,
to
colliding
use
trucks.
an apostrophe. Let me see if I can. Alright. Because I'm pretty sure if a word ends with an S, you're not supposed to have an extra S after the apostrophe. Let's see. Yeah, see? Parents. Parents ends with an S, so if you're using parents in the term that something belongs to the parents, you put an apostrophe after the S, but not an extra S after. But children does not end with an S. So, if you're using children in a word in the term that something belongs to the children, you put an S after the apostrophe. Although I guess names could be an exception. Maybe. But I swear, Lucis on the Lucis zebra face. I don't know how to pronounce this. Like Lucis or Lucis is. I don't know. I'm so confused. The look on the Lucis zebra face is now even more disdainful than before, and its bow tie seems angrier. Looks like the dinner is almost ready. Cool, cool. Of course, you're probably not going to offer to pay for any of it, are you? Figures. Lowbloods, trolls in general, are always expecting me to provide for them without ever offering any concupiscence in return. For once, you're kind of glad that you're unfamiliar with its alien vocabulary and innuendo. You have absolutely no money, which he definitely knows. You can pay him back for the dinner in friendship. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I want to be friends with someone who has a problem with the way I do activism. I have it on good authority from every other highblood I know that my intersectional practice is valid. Heck. You stumble over your words in your haste to assure him that you in no way meant to say he's not valid. You've never met a troll so valid. No one believes in his validity more than you do. Whatever, let's just eat. You both sit down at the table while the lowbloods set the table, light the candles, and serve the appetizer course. You can't help but notice that most of them look just as malnourished and sickly as the troll upstairs, but it might be best not to bring that up again. You eat in silence for a while, and Zebra looks like he's stewing over something. Then, he sets his fork down and looks over the table at you with a frown. You know what? I just realized. You totally denied my lowblood her own agency when you questioned me about not feeding her. Yeah, what you said was totally problematic. You don't respect lowbloods at all, do you? Not like I do. You tried to apologize, saying that it was not your intent to disrespect anyone, but that you're sorry you apparently did. He doesn't let you get the words out. People don't realize how tough it is to be a high-blood troll who believes in social justice. Seriously, I face my own kind of oppression for speaking out and being an activist for low-blood rights. For one thing, I never get the conciliation or concupiscence I deserve. My questions are always going unfilled because no one else agrees with my radical views. I thought you'd be different, but you don't get it either. You try to tell him that he's got you all wrong. You agree with his radical views and you believe in low-blood rights, which is why you were concerned for his guest in the first place. But he acts like you didn't say any of what you just said. You're just another one of the oppressors complicit in the unequal power structures of our fucked up society. Your lack of awareness of your own privilege really makes me sick. And you must think you're so oppressed with your red blood and multiple injuries. But what you're doing now, rejecting me and criticizing me, it's really exactly the same as what subjugulators do to the low bloods they cull. You probably deserve whatever shitty position you have in society, unlike me. I deserve to have this nice house and low blood service and full quadrants for being such a good activist, okay? He's standing up now, advancing on you with his zebra, stamping its hooves threateningly at its side. You scramble back, trying to make your way to the front door. It's tricky, because you have to step all around the lowbloods who seem to feel strongly that they should get away from Zebra when he's angry. You don't make it to the front door fast enough on your own. Oh. With a terrifying equine scream.
Hello, colliding trucks.
With a terrifying equine scream, Zebra Lucis rears... How do I guess I got it right, hold on. I'm sad that video took so long to get to the terrifying equine scream. Anyway, Zebrus Lucis rears up on its hind legs and strikes you with its hooves, battering you through the front door and breaking some of your recently healed ribs again. Take your privilege and offensive views and get out! Anyone who doesn't respect lowbloods is not welcome as a guest in my hive! Game over. It would behoove you to stay away. We have the freaking marks there, oh god. Well, frick. We're all going to die. Anyway, show me to my room, please. You think that going out with Zebra on Flush Affirmation Day might potentially give him the wrong idea, and besides, you're pretty tired so you don't feel like going out. You tell him you're ready to retire to your guest room now. Sure. Oh, bruh. I hate you even more now. Sure. Oh, bruh. By the way, have you heard of Chixie Roixmer? You probably haven't. You don't seem like you're a very serious music fan. But you've got a great opportunity tonight to learn from me. One of her low-blood musician friends is playing a show for the holiday, and I can get us in because I'm super connected in the scene. We should go just in case she's there. You could have sworn you told him you wanted to stay in tonight, but okay. You can gather the remains of your energy and go out to this concert with him. That's what a good friend would do. He takes you across town to the concert, only trying to hold your hand or put his arm around you a couple of times on the way. So, it could be worse. Maybe hand-holding is totally platonic on Alternia? You hope so. The concert itself is one troll with a guitar and a harmonica who, according to Zebra, is a lowblood whose songs are spreading truly radical messages, almost as radical as Chixie's. You enjoy the tunes as much as you can, but you don't understand what the lyrics are trying to say. You ask Zebra what the lyrics mean, since the message is apparently important to him, but he gets annoyed with your question. What? The lyrics are about... well... they're about a lot of things, social justice and oppression and stuff. It's hard to explain to someone who doesn't already get it, like, if you're not on my level already, I don't know what I can really say, you know? But enough about the music. I want to talk about you. What sort of things are you into? You haven't had many opportunities on Alternia to talk about your interests. How exciting! You say that you like playing games, but he's already interrupting you. Cool, sounds great. Really interesting stuff. But what's your quadrant situation like? It's hard to pretend that you know what he's talking about now that he's asked you about quadrants directly. You admit that you have no idea what he means by quadrant situation. Well, you're even more clueless than I thought. Don't worry, I still find you attractive. He goes into a brief, but not really brief enough explanation of the 4 types of romance on Alternia. Mate Spritship, the flesh quadrant, which to you sounds like the most analogous to human romantic partnerships. Moralship, the pill quadrant, which sounds like an exceptionally codependent friendship by human standards. Auspicism, the ashen quadrant, which you don't understand at all. And Kismissitude, the black quadrant, which just sounds like repeatedly hooking up with someone you hate. You're fuzzy on the details of all 4 of these, but you understand enough to get that he's asking if you're single. You tell him that you, really just want to be friends. Of course, I super respect your choices. If you ever change your mind, I'm right here. And being in a quadrant with an influential yet sensitive and socially aware indigo blood like myself can make it a lot easier for you to survive and thrive on Alternia. Wasn't he criticizing that kind of high blood, low blood, socially advantageous relationship just a few hours ago? It wouldn't be very friendly of you to point out his hypocrisy, so you don't mention it. After another song, another troll at the club slides up to Zebruh and whispers something in his ear, then skulks off again. Zebruh looks alarmed, glancing around him and edging towards the club exit. I just got a tip that there's about to be a culling at this concert. We should get out of here. You definitely agree with him about wanting to get out of here. You look around at the rest of the audience still enjoying the show. You and Zebruh are the only ones getting ready to leave. Is he going to warn any of the other trolls here of the danger? Oh no, definitely not. If I were to warn any of these low-blood culling is coming, that could mean risking my life too. Not that I've ever tried, but everyone knows that. The high-bloods here will probably be fine though. We've got each other's backs, and it's important to look after your comrades in a struggle. Sure enough, you can see that the other trolls here who, much like Zebruh, stand out because they're wearing nice clothes, are casually but urgently leaving the concert venue. The lowbloods are all still clapping and singing along with the singer on stage. No one has given them a tip-off. Come on, we've got to scram. But I want to warn them. The 2 of you abscond, getting away from the music club as fast as your legs can carry you. By the time Zebruh decides it's safe to slow down, you're tired and out of breath. Looking around, it seems like you've arrived back in the high blood part of town. I wonder if drones have descended on all those trolls at the club by now, and you just can't hear it because the neighborhood is too far away, closed off and sheltered from the violence. Phew, that was a close one. Going to low-blood cultural events like that can be dangerous, but it's one of the risks that you have to take if you want to be an activist. I can't tell you how many times I've risked a culling to fight for blood rights. Civil disobedience is the only way to fight the authoritarian state. He turns to you and takes one of your hands in both of his, looking deep into your eyes. I just think it's so cool you supported me back there when we risked our lives for the cause. It's probably the best way you can contribute as an activist and ally, by supporting me. And speaking of activism, we were talking about quadrants earlier. Let's get back to that. This guy just does not want to take no for an answer. Once again, you reiterate that friendship is what you're looking for here. He nods enthusiastically and squeezes your hand tighter. Fuck yeah, I love friendship. I've always believed that a strong friendship is the best foundation for any successful romantic relationship. And many trolls start by being friends first and enter into a quadrant later. Even if you try to be friends but then fight too much, that can still prepare you for a colligonous quadrant. Either way, the thought of being your friend makes my blood pressure beat a little faster. Sure, you say, if what we're doing is extolling the benefits of friendship, then boy do you have some things to add to his list. For instance, friendship can give you a sense of platonic companionship with your fellow man. And friends can also come in handy when you need someone to help you move or take you to the airport or other non-romantic activities. You think friendship is a great way to pursue for its own merits. Friendship is so great that once you have it, why would you want anything more? Oh yeah, totally. You're so right that friendship is a great first step. Did you enjoy the concert tonight? didn't persuade you to be an ally for Lowblood, right? You think that going by your blood color and how often you have almost gotten killed by those more powerful on this planet, you're more like a member of the oppressed underclass than you are an ally. But you decide not to split hairs and just tell them that yes, you'll be an ally to yourself. That's fantastic. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. If you're an ally to Lowbloods, then I'll allow you to be my mateship. Friend. You correct him. You can be his friend. Right, sure. Yep, I meant to say friend. He lets go of your hand finally, which at least counts for a partial victory, and winks. Victory! We are going to die! This guy is a walking red flag. Okay. Also, remember when he mentioned Chixie? There on the right, that's Chixie right there. Alright. Well, it's time for this to start getting more blind. Because I don't really remember anything else. I need a drink though. We are back. Let me get that cursor far away from Zebra. Very far away. This is as far as I can possibly go. What he winks at me when I put my mouse over this. Well, you seem harmless enough. Legitimately forgot who you are. This is a point where it gets practically blind. As usual, the streets are hopping, just bouncing around like an overactive bunny rabbit on Easter morning. Up ahead at an intersection of streets is some kind of night market. Well, every market on Eternia is a night market. As previously stated, you are broke, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of window shopping. Who knows what kind of awesome stuff you'll find. You can learn a lot about culture from their stores. You're so intent on thinking positive thoughts that you're nearly at the market before you realize that quite a few people are coming towards you in the opposite direction. Some of them are running, actually, and screaming. Looks likely that something has gone down violence-wise. It's not a stampede. You aren't in any danger of being trampled in the street is wide enough to just step aside and let the crowd pass by, or it would be. You get a brief, furtive glimpse of a pair of focused yellow eyes under a low-pulled hood. Then a hand grabs yours so tightly the tips of your fingers go numb. With a rough yank, you are pulled into the flow of the crowd. The troll girl who has a hold of you, who speaks quickly and quietly. You have to lean your head in close to hear. Alright, isn't this one of Jade's songs? Let me see. Oh my. Alright, where is it? Is this Lunera? Oh, Polipa coursing.
Hello, colliding trucks.
Shut. Oh yeah, they fucked up the albums. Alright, here's this. Okay, yeah, this. It's not quite Jade's songs, but yeah. It's just notification. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is one of Beck's songs, isn't it? Alright, I think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a girl, because I remember a very creepy Easter egg later on. We are on a date. You're my matron, or my Moro, whatever you want. We're just a normal couple, out for a night on the town. We're gonna go catch a movie, and get some soft-served grub cream. You feel me? Wow, okay. Hmm. Hmm. I guess play along and hold hands? Your heart beats so hard you can feel it in the back of your throat. You adjust your grip a little to make your hand easier to hold. In response, you get a squeeze like she's sinking you. You match her pace, a surprisingly difficult feat considering how short she is. Behind you, people are still shouting. What the heck happened back there? Someone died. You figure that, but that's not exactly rare for Alternia, is it? You've seen way more dead people here in the last couple days than you've seen throughout your entire life on your planet. You tell the troll girl you thought that was just kind of normal here. Normal, sure, when low bloods get killed. Natural order of things, right? But with high bloods, it's different. Personally, I don't give a shit about the natural order. Doesn't matter what the job is, I'll take it. Oh, Oh, so a high blood is dead, and you are currently holding hands with the troll who did the dirty deed. She chose that. She chose you to help her lay low, i.e., she made you her accomplice, i.e., you're now her friend. Helping someone carry out a cold blood murder is a super friendly thing to do. Yeah. Anyway, as you can tell by now, high bloods are mostly terrible people. Not all of them are, but a lot of them are. So, this ain't that bad. What had she called you? Her mate spirit? You aren't sure what that is, but it sounds great. You ask her what you should call her. My name's Polipa, but there's no reason to go throwing it around. Let's not talk at all. You want to point out that it won't look like a very convincing date if you're just walking in silence, but that would require talking, and she told you not to do that. A trio of those spiky robots go marching by, drones or whatever. Their big ugly heads swivel back and forth like they're looking for someone. Polipa doesn't say anything and she keeps her eyes forward, but she goes as sharp as a laser, every muscle in her body tensing. You feel it through her hand, her fingers tying on yours until the drones disappear into the crowd. She yanks you into a corner into a. She yanks you around the corner into a smaller alley connecting two roads. There's nothing here but a pothole and a couple dumpsters. Hold up a minute. Her hoodie has a symbol on the front of it. Two overlapping gold ovals. Most shows seem to have a symbol designating their blood color on them somewhere. That means she's a go blood, right? Nope. You got scammed. Also, heck no. It looks like a cat. Kitty symbol. But then Polipa yanks a sweatshirt over her head, and underneath she's wearing a tank top and blazing with a symbol in olive green. It looks a little like a cat. I just mentioned that! Heck! It's pretty cute. She na 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 na. She tosses a sweatshirt into the nearest dumpster and kicks a button on the side, a whoosh accompanied by the sulfury stink of immolation. Note to self, don't go dumpster diving in Alternia. Polipa grabs your hand again as you head back out to the street. With the other hand, she works the tie out of her hair, shaking it out of its ponytail, letting it fall in thick, sweaty clumps against her neck. Ugh. Next, she reaches up and takes part of her right horn off. Wait, no, it was a little bit of veneer, an artificial bit to cover up a notch in the chin. What are all these random wardrobe changes about? You wonder until you actually begin to listen to some of the conversations happening around you, and check out the big billboard-sized screens mounted on roofs every few blocks. Seems like the rumor mill is already going hard. Apparently, a well-respected Violet Blood is dead, killed in public in full view of witness by a gold-blood girl with a ponytail. Wow, you're really dealing with a professional here. We were all scammed! I need to find somewhere to lay low until the heat turns down. I mean, we both do since you're my associate now. I had a contract waiting, but I don't know what happened to her. It's possible she got spooked. Got any ideas for likely hideouts? I'm not from around here. You wonder when the world made her think you have any idea what's going on, ever. She keeps giving you sharp looks as if she is directly catching on to just who she has chosen to recruit. You won't understand that no matter how busted you look, you want her to understand that no matter how busted you look, you're an amazing friend and co-conspirator. Well, here's your chance. What do you propose? Nah. I'm not sure. I think, honestly, the movie would probably work best, because if we hit an apartment, it's likely we'll get one that's occupied, and who knows when someone could get back. So, catch a movie and get some soft-serve rub cream. Polipa's mouth twitches. It could just be a muscle spasm, but you like to think it's a smile of approval and burgeoning camaraderie. Yeah, I guess we could. That's what people do on dates, right? It's been a while. I haven't seen the movie in forever. Let's do it. She squeezes your hand. You would have thought holding hands for so long would get sweaty and uncomfortable. You are certainly nervous enough, but her skin is surprisingly cool. With a couple of exceptions, all of your new friends have been literally cold-blooded, also metaphorically for a few of them. But you aren't going to judge them for their lifestyle choices. That isn't your place as a friend. Regardless, your point is it's kind of nice holding hands, even if it is under completely false murder pretenses. Come on, there's probably a theater in here. Makes sense. You aren't from around here and you don't think Polipa is either, but you can always recognize a mall when you see one. Stores and escalators and fountains full of slimy mall water that's probably been in there for years. Oh my. The biggest difference between this and an Earth mall is that phone call. On Earth, people can't call you in the mall unless you have a cell phone. Malls do not have home phones on Earth. But on Alternia, that's completely different. You can't escape the pointless frickin' buggering of your friends. Isn't bugger like a swear in Australia or something? Not sure. Anyway, the biggest difference between this and an Earth Mall is that there doesn't seem to be anyone working in any of these stores. Everything is automated. That and the top floors appear to be reserved for high bloods. Polipa is still holding onto your hand. Gosh, it's like you really are on a real date. This is very, very friendly. As far as you know, you have never been on a date with an assassin before. You can read the showtimes and descriptions and you don't have any money, but Polipa chooses a movie and pays for you both. She tosses a couple of coins into a slot and the machine spits out 2 tickets. You don't see any soft-serve drug cream, but you are a little too queasy from mingled nerves and excitement currently to deal with anything called grub cream. You do, however, stop for a bag of buttery explode kernels at the concession stand. The theater you Ooh, the background changed. That means it's important. The theater you follow Polipa into isn't crowded, but you still feel every pair of eyes settling on you as you walk up the steps. Your heart pounds and sweat slides down the back of your neck. You're just positive everyone can see right through you to this deeply controversial cross-species matchup you've got going here. Even worse, Polipa takes a seat weirdly close to the only other group in here. Man, awkward. The movie starts playing. Apparently in Alternia there aren't any trilogy horror movies. Kind of a bummer. If you're going to be stuck here, you want to know what hot new summer blockbusters you have to look forward to. Surprisingly, the movie turns out to be a romantic comedy. You expected Polipa to choose a thriller or horror movie. From what you can glean of the plot, it's about a beautiful young J-Blood who gets involved with a visiting blue blood and their servant, a big bumbling bronze. Let me just say this. Troll romance is complicated, and troll romance also finds its way into the movies. This is not gonna end well. At all. The portrayal of lowbloods strikes you as vaguely offensive. They grunt and fall down a lot. The caverns look a lot fancier than you remember from the time you hung out with Bronya, just a lot bigger and more glittery. The main character spends a lot of time pulling a jeweled comb through her lustrous hair. The dialogue is kind of incoherent, and you don't just think it's because you're unfamiliar with the cultural context. It also doesn't help that Polipa keeps on running commentary throughout. The ban on conversation has apparently been lifted. I can't believe they added in the mistaken identity storyline. So unnecessary. Also, Black Rum is so boring in comedies. There's just no punch to it. Can't believe how bad this is. I don't remember the book being this garbage, but I read it a long time ago. My taste may have just been worse back then. You're looking at her in a whole new light. She shrugs, possibly a little self-conscious. What? You think I've been an assassin since I pupated? I used to have a blog for relation advice and stuff like that. Of course, I was just messing around. I didn't know anything beyond what I'd read online. Two characters are kissing on screen. You have no idea who they are. You're way more interested in the fact that Polipa has decided to tell you her life story in the back of a movie theater. The deep blue light from a scene in the Brooding Caverns washes over her, making her look noble and sad. You are entranced. It didn't last long, though. I doubt it had anything to do with my blog, but a few weeks ago, a group of kids broke into my house. I think they were high, maybe on sober. Whatever, there's still a bunch of my shit, killed my Lucis, and some little psionic fuck broke both my legs with his brain. Just because he thought it would be funny. You are riveted. You have a bit of a tragic backstory yourself, but nothing this dramatic. Polipa picks through the buttery exploded kernels with a delicate claw. I was trapped in my hive. I would have starved to death if it hadn't been for some teal who lived in my neighborhood. Just some little idiot who ran around with an Easter Alternia replica sword, challenging per beast to duels. Tealbloods are pedantic bulge lords, but they care about justice, and these kids had attacked me for no reason. I didn't break any laws. Anyway, that's why I'm equal opportunity for how I take jobs. Low blood, high blood, everyone is scum. One of the kids in the row ahead of you turns around to tell Polipa that if she and your Moira want to get all nasty and pale, maybe you should get a room. Polipa kicks the back of her chair and tells her maybe she should mind her own business. The girl looks about ready to jump over the back of her seat, but the guy next to her pats her firmly on the cheek. Almost a slow-motion slap, firm and intense with plenty of uncomfortably intimate eye contact. The girl settles down after that, and everyone goes back to watching the movie. The rest of it goes by with your head spinning and your heart in your throat. You're glad Polipa trusts you enough to share her past, but you're nervous about her talking about it in public. Wasn't the whole point of coming to the movie to lay low? Think about it. When that girl sees the description in the alerts, she's not going to be thinking about the noisy Isle of Blood getting all conciliatory in public. It's way safer than skulking around, believe me. Gosh, Polipa really is an expert. You're so glad you got to go on this date with her, even if it was mostly fake. As soon as you're back out on the street, Polipa pulls out her phone. Shortly, her face falls. Fuck that little nook licker. I thought she bailed on me, but according to Chitter, she's dead. They got her. Damn it! I told her to be careful! Her sadness is quickly turning to rage, vibrating off her in frantic waves. Her voice gets louder too, and people are starting to look your way. Heckling in a theater is one thing, shouting at a phone about murder is another. This is going south fast. You've got to calm her down. Deploy Shoespap. For lack of a better plan, you copy what you saw the troll inside do to his angry date. You press your palm firmly to her cheek. To your intense shock, she blushes a deep olive green and her eyes slip closed. She leans into your touch as if she is drawing comfort from this tiny little gesture. Then she blinks and pulls away. Listen, I'm technically on the clock right now. Let's be professional. She bites her lip, hesitating. Then she reaches up and repeats the gesture on your face. An unbelievable warmth fills you. Could it be the warmth of friendship? You're a weird-looking, double-horned NPC with very few social skills, terrible survival instincts, and both short-term and long-term memory loss. But you're alright. If you ever want to earn a little cash, I could use a partner I can depend on. Is it raining? No, those are just tears in your eyes. Tears of gratitude. Okay, don't get too choked up, you're definitely just gonna be bait. You assure Polipa that, due to your general ineptitude, you wouldn't want it any other way. Victory! Well, I made a friend! I didn't die a horrible, fiery death. But I guess I got her confused with someone else, because I could have sworn that... she had, like, marks, like, freaking... I don't know. Hold on. Before we see the other two endings, let me see if I can... Am I imagining things? Maybe I am. Homestuck troll call.
Hello, colliding trucks.
Wait, go back. Here, I can look at this. Can I zoom in? Alright. There's... There! Polipa, see? She has, like, these burn marks, these things all over her. But here she didn't. Why? That's strange. Oh well. Anyway, load. Let's get a short bad ending first. Freak out and let the purr beast out of the bag. You stop abruptly and someone smacks into you from behind. You go down hard, your hand ripped away from the girl. She gives you a fierce glower of disappointment. Fine, just more people letting me down. I'll deal with this on my own. I've done it before. She takes a running leap for the alley wall, scampering up and on... Heck. And onto the roof like a squirrel up a tree. You're left looking down at the smudge of violet blood she left on your palm. An emptiness fills you at the thought of the friendship that could have been if only you kept your chill. Game over. Leap of unfaith. Oh my. But, was that really our fault? We didn't really do anything, but just be very, very confused for a second before being knocked over. Oh well. You. I guess hide out in one of these apartment buildings. That's a possibility. Most of the Hiveswaps around here are cheap rentals, burgundy or bronze at the most. I can take them no problem. I mean, I can take anyone. Some jobs which require a little more forethought. Kind of meant finding an empty unit or maybe skulking in a foyer or alien Starbucks, but you don't want to tell your cool new friend how to do her job. And there you go, jumping the gun and claiming friends you don't have the right to. But she did choose you. Though, at this point she may be wishing she'd grabbed some other stranger's hand. Well, pick one, this was your idea. Oh jeez, you seriously don't need this kind of responsibility in your life. Nothing good will come from letting you be in charge, but you also don't want her to think you are useless. You just kind of wish she'd tell you what to do and leave it at that. You'd pick a tall purple building at random. How about that one? Sure, I guess. You enter what just seemed to be a standard shabby apartment building, climbing the lobby steps straight up to a hallway lined with doors. This could be any apartment on Earth, but instead of the letters on the nameplates, there's those colorful symbols. They remind you a little of the zodiac signs. Huh, weird. Anyway, all of the ones here are red or brown, like Polipa had predicted. She listens at a couple doors before finally settling on one with the red symbol. You wait for her to pull out a lockpick or high-tech paraphernalia or even just a pin from her hair. Instead, she takes a step back and delivers two sharp kicks just above the knob. What? I'm not the goddamn super... You assure her you are absolutely not judging the way she's running this operation. You don't think you've ever met a mercenary before, unless you count the guy who tried to hit you up for cash when you were injured, or the little girl who drained your blood for paint, or the boy constantly on the prowl for delicious meats. The apartment is dingy, small, and smells like old pizza. Good news! Not that it smells bad, just the fact that there's pizza here. You don't think you could live on a planet that didn't have pizza. That's just beyond the pale. You try to shut the busted door as well as you can. Philippa plunks herself down on the couch and pulls out her phone, or would Skyla called it, a palm husk? She pulls out her palm husk and proceeds to ignore you. That's okay. It's important for friends to give each other space. You take the opportunity to poke around the apartment you're currently illegally occupying. Just of generally being a nosy piece of shit. Whoever lives here is a real slob. Dishes are piled high in the sink and the windows are so dirty you can barely see out of them. Something sticky and red stains half the counter. It might be blood, but it also might be Kool-Aid. Fuck! God damn it! Shitting fuck breath! Something appears to have gone wrong. Philippa is still on the couch, hunched over with her palm husk held close to her face. She types with her knuckles. You've noticed a lot of trolls do that, probably because of their claws. It's all over Chitter. Everyone's talking about it. My contact. They got her. She's been cold. Her voice is flat, her eyes expressionless. She lets a palm husk slip from her fingers into her lap. You stand next to the couch like an asshole. You don't know what to say and you doubt Philippa is the hugging type, but you really can't stand her looking so dejected. Before you start pitying me, don't. I barely knew her. It's not like we were in a quadrant or anything. It was just business. You sit down on the other end of the couch, tipping your head and raising your eyebrows to show you are very ready to listen and learn and commiserate. Philippa wraps her arms around her knees. Most pros work with a partner. It's a lot easier when you have someone you trust to watch your back. It's usually quadranted pairs who work together. Quadranted. There's one particularly famous olive and gold blood duo. I've lost plenty of jobs to them. I know exactly who that is! Oh boy. But I've never found anyone that I trust enough to make into my partner beyond just a random one-off. Killing a sea dweller is no joke, it's almost totally impossible. Does that mean the guy back in the town square isn't actually dead? Philippa looked affronted at the very thought. Excuse me, no. It just means I had to get a very expensive knife and coat it in very expensive poison and stab in exactly the right place. The motherfucker is dead, there's no doubt about that. I don't need jobs half done. High cachet jobs are my specialty. Most people are too afraid to take jobs higher than teal. Me, I don't care. Low blood, high blood, if you got the cash, I'll do the job. If I did have a partner, it would make things a lot easier, I'll admit that much. You cough lightly into a closed fist. What's this? Something caught in your throat, perhaps? Could it be the steady hand of fate reaching a finger down and testing your gag reflex? You murmur delicately that sometimes destiny steers you in a direction you never thought you'd go. Maybe, just maybe, it steered her to you. That's forward for sure, but you're pretty much an old hand at this by now, right? Philippa snorts. It's a little watery. She isn't crying, is she? No way, not a tough assassin like her. You're imagining it. You? No offense, but I only grabbed you because you look so weird, and I figured you wanted to avoid the drones even more than I do. You don't exactly blend in. You can't argue with her logic, but a sourness starts in her throat now, and the realization that Philippa had chosen you for your obvious trustworthiness and friendship potential, but rather because you look like a goddamn disaster. Fair. A very fair assessment. Whatever. You can get past that. God knows you have gone past worse, like attempted murder. As a good friend recently said, you gotta break a few cluckbeast embryos and make a grublet. She's considering you now more thoughtful than before. Well, I guess beggars can't exactly be choosers, but you have to remember. But what you have to remember, you aren't destined to find out. That fate finger reaches down further and chokes you. Keys jingle outside that apart. Uh, God, I feel kind of sick. Keys jingle outside the apartment before whoever is out there catches sight of the busted door. What the hell? You and Polipa lock eyes. Oh shit! A quick flash of silver and suddenly a knife appears in Polipa's hair. Hands, not hair. She just, her horns transform into a knife. Both of them transform into a singular knife. Magical anime assassin transformation. Where did it even come from? Outside in the hall, someone is swearing. The broken door falls inward, and before it is all the way open, Polipa is up and over the couch, launching herself at the intruders. Shit, wait. You are the intruders. And this is what you are afraid of. You're about to watch your new friend kill some poor low-blood troll. This is such a terrible idea. Too bad there's no way to go back in time and make your choices all over again. Yeah, that'd be rad. You wish your life was like that. A short, stout little guy with a red symbol on his shirt comes through, but right behind him is a troll so tall he has to duck down to get through the door. Oh, hell no! The giant troll catches Polipa with one hand. He's got big ram-like horns and a curly purple symbol on his shirt. His face is painted in lines of black and white, makeup designed to make his face look like a skull. Look, babe. Look at these tiny, regular thieves. Polipa writhes in his grip, clawing at him like an angry cat. He hangs on, giving her a shake. Shit, you have to do something. But what? If you get in the purple guy's reach, you are absolutely going to be killed. You try to move your feet, but your survival instincts are kicking in and you are rooted to the spot. You can't do anything. You're useless. You don't even know what happened to Felipe's knife. God, you wish you had taken some self-defense classes back on Earth. The High Blood gives Polipa a wide smile and touches her across the room like he's lodging a dodgeball. She lands on her back, rose to her feet, and bolts for the window. Of course he would have a High Blood mate spritz. The High Blood turns to you and sticks out a big gray tongue, and wow, you can move your feet again. You throw yourself out the window after Polipa. You're only one floor up, but that's one floor more than you would like to be falling out of a building. Your fall is broken by Polipa, meaning you get a collection of bony elbows and knees applied to your gut. She bares her teeth at you. Get off, idiot! They're definitely going to call the drones. We've got to run. You roll her big floppy body off of her and hustle to keep up as she peels off down the streets. You throw one last glance over your shoulder to see the two guys hanging out the window. The High Blood waves lazily. Polipa starts out strong, but pretty soon she is limping and leaning on your shoulder. A jagged piece of glass is wedged in her calf muscle. You lean down to get a closer look. You're no doctor, but recently you become an expert in acute injuries. What the hell? Stop! You want me to leave a blood trail? We need to split up now that we've been seen together. Your heart sinks all the way to your aching feet. God, you'd been so sure you had this one on lock. You mentioned half mumbling to yourself that maybe it would be better if you stayed together, safety in numbers and all that. Oh yeah? Maybe safety for you. This was a terrible idea. Can't believe I ever trusted that someone could have my back. Yeah, let's do another of your amazing plans. Sounds great. She leaves you at an intersection of streets. Even though she is no longer leaning on you, you nevertheless feel a heaviness settle inside you. Philosophically, a deep fatigue so intense you want to curl up on the ground. So you do. Game over. At least your ass didn't kill her. Like everyone else. Oh boy. Anyway, how about those 3 trolls mentioned in there? This is the olive blood in the olive and gold duo, and this is the gold blood. Then here's that teal blood she mentioned. Yes. What is this called again? Affection unwanted or untrue? Yeah, the basically romance stuff happened in this one. hmm. Hmm. Well, I guess that's about it for this episode. I'm happy we're finally getting to the stuff I barely remember, and although it will be a while until we're at the part where I haven't played at all, up until that point, I'm not going to remember a lot of stuff. So, pretty much, I don't know what's going on. I want to sleep now. I slept like all day. I want to sleep more. I'm so tired. Ah. Okay, bye.